just slap Windows on it, and then
their brand.
I mean,
at the end of the day, who's the mobile OS is running? Who's the working over? It's Android. It's Microsoft. Symbian doesn't have a corporate. I mean, BlackBerry gets you BlackBerry Messenger services on top of it. Windows, you've got your Exchange on top of it. Android, you've got the Android.
No, but you get your integration for Symbian.
Cool. We're going to move on from this. Cool.
Yes, can we talk about gingerbread and honeycomb merging? And it's going to be called... Wait. Yes.
What? Cecilia, I heard that gingerbread and honeycomb is called... What will they be calling the new operating system?
Apparently, it will be called the ice cream sandwich.
Are you sure? Is it going to be called what?
Ice cream sandwich.
Who the hell was this original when they thought of that?
Come on, it's funny.
I think it's
like
stupid.
I thought it was a joke. I really saw Cecilia's tweet and I went, "Oh, great joke!" And I just like, "Oh, great."
Nope.
I thought it was a joke. It's so ridiculous.
Nope.
Ice cream sandwich.
Well, it's honeycomb. Yeah, I don't know.
They always go after. It's food, man.
It's always food.
It's food, cookies, and stuff like that. So
and they've got a couple of the names already picked out going forward, so they actually know a couple milestones ahead what it is.
Sorry, when did this whole food theme start?
It's always been gingerbread, froyo.
Froyo, what's froyo?
It's like yogurt, ice cream, and some other stuff, and fruit or something like that.
Yeah, no, it's
all of them are.
All of them are fruit or food related. It's like Gutsy Gibbon and Ubuntu releases all funny animal names
and alphabetical.
Yes, so it's normal.
Alphabetical. So hang on, is that
Hardy
like
Heron, HG, and Gutsy Gibbon was before.
So what happens when they reach to the end of the alphabet? Then?
Z. I'm retired and don't give a shit anymore.
They're up to 10. They've got a long time to work it out. Then you go back to A or something like that.
Okay, so what is the key things around the new OS? Because that was a question I had for the Android guy.
Wait, 1.5 is cupcake. Was cupcake.
Okay. Was a cupcake.
So chocolate brownie will be coming as well, is that what you're saying? And fudge and
you'd buy the chocolate brownie.
And it's just ridiculous. How can you take an operating system seriously that's called ice cream sandwich? I mean,
have you actually read what it's going to be about? Because that's what I want to know. Because I had the question to the Android guy, and nobody's, and even him didn't answer me. I asked the question, what's the difference going to be between Chrome OS and Android?
Well, Chrome is just your browser.
It's just a browser.
No, but they're working. Google is working on Chrome OS.
Yeah, it's just a browser.
Just a browser.
That's all it is. Boots up and it's in your browser.
You know your browser that with the apps that you got in Chrome? It's going to be that.
That's it.
So what's the difference going to be between Chrome OS and Gingerbread?
Gingerbread is not just a browser.
You've got apps, you can write games, 3D acceleration for the games.
So why are they still developing Chrome OS?
Because...
just go with Android.
I agree.
And now also in the...
And he never answered me. He sidestepped very nicely.
Well, I think it's a very one... But you see, the
lots of
problem is...
people have asked that question, why have they got two operating systems?
The point is...
Because Android is Linux.
They did the same thing. When the iPhone came out, it was going to be... All your apps were going to run on the browser. Because it was going to be sort of the HTML5 stuff. Steve was pushing this. We're not going to have any apps all in your browser. And then Google also, they're going to create the Chrome OS, and it was all browser. And then the app thing all happened. And all of them were going, oh, wait a second, this is actually a bit better. But we've done so much marketing and promises, and we've sold this so hard, we can't really just quickly undo it.
But I mean, then give me Android with a full browser if my CPU supports it.
I agree.
So give me Android and an app that I can install, which is Chrome.
Give me the hybrid. Yes. I want the real full Chrome running on my Android.
No, but the point of that, the Chrome OS stuff is you open the laptop, you press a button, 2 seconds later it's running. It's in your browser, and that's it. You do all your docs and everything, and you close it, and that's it.
Why can't you do that with Android?
No, you can, but then why bother putting Android on there? All you need is the kernel, an extra, some sort of X server or display driver, and Chrome on top.
Because
that's
a lot of the apps out in Android would actually be beautiful running on a laptop.
Yeah, but I mean, I know. I'm just saying that's the differences.
Okay, I'm going to move us on a bit.
Well, I just want to ask, because somebody in there was a comment in the Slashdot article where they said, well, it's all great to merge these two, but what about, actually releasing Gingerbread for existing phones already? And I know.
I agree. But apparently, no. They released another statement today. We're going to get it in the next 3 weeks.
Oh.
2 to 3 weeks.
So there's the.
Which
Said they're
they
gonna
said
release it
in
for that.
December.
Yes.
So.
And
So there
said
are
they're going
gripes
to.
on that issue as
no,
well.
I do agree. It was such a, I specifically bought the Google phone because it's supposed to get
Everything,
updates,
yeah.
and when it updates, and then they release another one, and it's obviously some deal with Samsung that they're not going to release it before anybody else. So Samsung has this great lead with 2.3, which is why I'm running.
Well,
by the way,
why?
Cyanogen Mod is awesome. Run it.
How does Motorola go to ECS? Help me.
Yes.
Electronic Communication ECS with a running gingerbread, and nobody else in the whole show has got it.
Well, if you listen to
The SDKs are not out.
If you listen to the people talking,
There we go.
nobody. They didn't let anybody else touch it.
So
They always
obviously-
look what it does, and then it did it. They didn't let anybody play.
Oh,
or-
absolutely, because it was obviously a beta operating system, and the last thing you want is a what would gingerbread give you? A green screen of death.
or it was a specifically spec'd operating system that only did X and.
So absolutely, I agree. But the whole thing is, so there's a lot of these under.
It was Flash.
Yeah, you laugh. It could have done
Okay,
that.
all right. Bombshell.
All right. Okay, we're gonna.
Brilliant. Brilliant. I got to give you that one.
How often have you guys made stupid tweets?
Nah.
I do battle
Every day.
Quickly.
I've done a couple.
Yeah, you've done some good ones.
Yes.
I just start fights when people say lame comments to me.
You like fights.
I start fights.
You start fights even. When
Why?
well, if you're like the head of one of the big Sony marketing people, and somebody obviously jokingly tweets at you the key for the PS3,
The master key.
the
master key.
you don't go and retweet saying, "Ha, you sunk my battleship," because you misunderstand what they've sent to you.
Yes. That was just like, okay. Is he
just
still working there?
Yeah.
Is his Twitter account still open?
Well, I think it's very moderated now.
It was brilliant. So yeah, he tweeted the master key. For those people that don't know, the master key is what they use to encrypt the games with, so that you cannot hack the console.
Yeah.
So using the master key, they do give the manufacturers of games which sign their life away and their firstborn to be able to generate a key so that the master discs with the console sort of make sure that you can't copy the games. And with that master key, yeah, it's very easy to now work
You
out
can
the
sign your
formulas.
own games and you can then run homebrew stuff on it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or you can then copy a game and actually sign it correctly.
Oh,
so it
yes,
run
yeah.
and all of that.
No, you
So
can
yeah, it
do
was a very career limiting move.
But
Look, it was out already.
everyone knows about
the key
it.
was out already. It showed incompetence.
yes.
funny, that's all.
Stupidity.
It's just
It's
brilliant.
just interesting that they're still trying to sue the guys that came up, that reverse engineered it, that broke the keys. So
And they put in embargo that he might not do anything else. His website needs to be
come on,
closed
it's
down.
ridiculous.
You know, at the end of the day,
I don't even know why they're even bothering still. It's,
the argument still stays that you've bought that piece of hardware. You can do with it whatever you want.
yeah.
Yeah.
If it means
Well-
reverse engineering it and voiding your warranty, they can't stop you.
Well, they can stop you in America.
Well, that's where they,
DCMA.
yeah, that's where they lost the case
MCA, sorry.
with iPhone.
Yeah.
They basically lost the case.
true.
So-
But it's the thing is they're arguing that this is going to be mostly used for piracy,
okay.
not for homebrew.
Okay, true.
Which
okay, good point.
which is not probably going to really be completely correct. If you look at the PSP stuff, all of the cracks have been used almost exclusively for the homebrew games,
Yeah.
Correct.
running your homebrew stuff on it.
Or the guys running the Linux and
Yeah,
and
Lana, and you
clustering
can run
stuff.
Wi-Fi scanners on your PSP, and you can do some really fun stuff with it. And yeah, it's. I don't
Well,
know.
let's see. Let's see what happens.
But the guys are shame. The guys are getting sued. They're gonna. But they released it as a master's project or master's or PhD
Mm-hmm.
project for his dissertation. That was the part of it. So it's going to be interesting to see because now they're trying to silence academia. So we'll see.
Ah, should be interesting. Anyway, we'll go from there. Cecilia, the next topic is your Stardust Next visits Temple 1.
Yeah, that was
On Valentine's Day.
yes, on Valentine's Day. What this is, lost the link that actually explained what Stardust Next stands for. It's actually a cool acronym. But Comet Tempel 1 was visited a second time.
Yep.
That's the first time this has ever happened, that excuse me, that a probe has actually visited a comet twice and actually photographed it twice.
The cool thing about it was the first time it was the Deep Impact mission.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now, actually, what they could do is they could now re-photograph and actually see what impact
The crater
Deep
that they made.
Impact made.
Yeah.
And yeah, apparently there was.
Else doesn't have a clue what to do. Okay, well, start from the beginning then.
Okay, we'll start from the
No,
beginning.
I'm shaking my head. You could actually see what impact the Deep Impact crater.
What? Yes. Okay.
I understand what you're saying, but
5 years ago.
yes.
Yes,
right?
2005.
Yeah. Deep Impact. It was the spacecraft.
Okay.
Okay. It had like a copper slug as part of the spacecraft.
Okay.
And they dropped it off, and it impacted this comet.
Okay.
All right, and it made a huge. Well, they think it made a huge hole, but
Yeah,
because
and-
gravity is so low there, it blew all this dust off, and they couldn't see anything.
Yes.
This
So
is
they had to wait 5 years for the dust
This is
to
where
settle.
this mission has helped.
Yeah. So, and apparently there was a rumor. I can't remember where I read it, but something along the lines of, it seems that they didn't actually make quite as big an impact as they thought they did. Or
The interview I heard was before. I haven't followed the story. I haven't followed
Yeah,
up on
no,
this. The
I haven't
interview that I
actually
heard, they were expecting a crater between 100 to 200 meters across. Just depends on the. It depends on the how hard the surface is and that. So I'm not sure, but
How big was this?
it was quite small. It weighed about 300 kilos of copper.
it was about like a bar fridge that you would.
Yeah.
And they wanted a crater.
About 100, 200 meters across. Oh no, but this thing was going 30-odd thousand Ks an hour or something like that.
So
It was
very
fast. Several kilometers a second when it hit.
But yeah, there's a
Okay.
statement here that few firm conclusions are yet available, but over the next few years, astronomers who specialize in comets and the understanding of the early solar system will be poring over these new images, looking for clues as to how the comet is actually, what is it made out of, how does it evolve, I mean, because these things, they collect rubbish as they go through the solar system.
And an interesting thing with Tempel 1 is it's about a 5-year orbit. So it's done a complete orbit. So they can
Yeah.
also, comparing the two photos, you can see how much ice is sublinated off it,
Yeah.
and things like that, and start understanding how comets evolved and how long will this last,
Okay.
and things like that, and how did it come to be where it is.
Yeah, because I mean, there are a whole bunch of theories that life, for example, was actually transferred to Earth via a comet. That a comet impacted Earth, and that there was bacteria or whatever on it, and that's how it evolved. So I think this kind of research will actually help them in saying, okay, that theory was rubbish, or actually it's still plausible.
Because
stuff
they
like
have
that.
found organic chemistry on it, but organic, I mean, as in ethane and
elements,
methane,
yeah.
and,
Which they predict
they've
is-
even found some of the precursors for amino acids and things like that. It's not life, I mean, but it's some of the
building
materials
blocks.
are,
Yeah,
are
those
building
available
blocks are
there.
there.
Yeah.
And hey, the pictures are cool. I haven't actually, today there was a link saying 72 new images are released. I haven't actually
Is this the
seen-
one that they're talking about 15 minutes per photo to be transferred?
could
Yeah,
be.
Quite
probably.
possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's far out. It's
Yes,
far
but still
out.
15 minutes. Or what baud rate? What size are the images? You understand what I'm
It's quite
saying?
high resolution.
What's it-
yeah.
What's the technology behind?
'Cause I mean, hey,
It's the
transfer?
Deep Space Network. I
Yeah.
mean, you're talking maybe a couple of 100K a second.
Also, how far light
If
year
that-
wise is it away?
It's not that far.
No, it's
No,
not
it's
that
just
far.
past Mars.
Yes,
Okay,
it's
that's
in the
what
orbit.
Oh,
of
just
Mars.
pause more. Oh, no.
Yes.
I'll phone you from there just now. Not on my iPhone, because I'm not holding it correctly.
Well, speaking about Mars, I actually I haven't found a link anywhere yet. I will go find it
Oh, is
afterwards.
this these?
There's that Mars simulating. What are they called? Mars 500 or something.
Yeah, in Russia.
Yes, I believe so.
It is, yes.
Where they actually now on Valentine's Day as well, I think they actually officially stepped off their Mars spacecraft into a Mars.
I think
House
there's
or
They're
dome or-
basically simulating an entire Mars mission.
Yeah.
Yes.
Entire mission to Mars.
they've done 80 days so far, and only 2 guys get to step out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they've got an 8-man team, international team.
Yeah, so that's quite an interesting
and then after
social
this-
experiment, in my
Yes.
opinion. Who cares about Mars? Let's see how humans actually, if you confine them to just the
Very
series,
small area.
do
Can they survive?
But they
Or they
kill
not
each
kill each
other.
Wasn't there a Adam Sandler movie about